This is freshman Angelina Dominguez, and welcome to Youth Matters. In the 6th episode of this podcast, I discuss the importance of learning from failures and mistakes to view setbacks as opportunities for growth and resilience. A mistake and failure may seem like the same idea, but failure is when we give up, when we quit, and when we decide that we will not be successful and we stop entirely. As our mistakes are little stumbles along the way to success. Take a test, for example. You get 1 or 2 questions wrong, you've made a mistake. As to when you flunk the whole test, you realize you failed. Whether it's your mistake or someone else's, you can embody an attitude of compassion and curiosity rather than shame and blame. You can learn from mistakes. It's important to understand when you make that mistake and learn from it and get over it. As for failure, it's a part of recovery. That's how us as humans develop. It's tempting to think that if you failed once, you shouldn't try again. Lots of people tend to avoid making mistakes and failing, but we should learn to look back at anything positive we gained besides the embarrassment or disappointment. Forbes wrote an article on the power of learning from mistakes. They state that they prefer the word breakdown to failure. A breakdown means things just didn't go the way you thought they would, and it causes surprise or disturbance. Getting upset often is the best choice, but it's an automatic emotional response. Our emotional wellness can be intertwined with overcoming such challenges. You can get back up and going again faster when moving away from unhealthy emotional responses. A healthy emotional response would be self-compassion. Self-compassion is an important step in taking care of yourself when you're coping with failure. University of Melbourne describes self-compassion by being warm, caring, and understanding towards yourself instead of judging and criticizing. By practicing self-compassion, you are accepting your humanity and the reality that things do not go often the way we would like. This allows self-compassionate people to be more resilient to try again when they don't meet their goals. It's important to review what you've done wrong. Taking a couple of steps on how to view your mistakes determines the way that you react to them and what you do next. People tend to view an error in a purely negative light, but if you can reframe your mistake as an opportunity to learn, you will motivate yourself to become more knowledgeable and resilient. When you acknowledge your mistake, think about what you could do to prevent it from happening again. Ask yourself, what was I doing wrong? What went wrong? When did it go wrong? And why did it go wrong? This straightforward yet powerful tool can help for identifying the causes of difficult problems. Along your thought process, you'll highlight what led to the root of your cause and reveal what could be done to avoid a repeat. Lastly, review your progress. This ensures you stay accountable and make necessary adjustments when needed. Appreciating your achievements can help recognize what you've accomplished. Dwelling on past failures for longer than necessary will keep you stuck. Once you have given yourself sufficient time to feel the emotions associated with the failure and reflect on the learnings from the experience and identified areas for improvement, it is time to review your goals and create a plan for the future. Remember, people shouldn't be defined by their failures and mistakes. In closing, mistakes are inevitable and failing is a universal part of the human experience. Thank you for tuning in for the 6th episode of this podcast. Until next time, this is Angelina Dominguez signing off.